To my Cooperites, don't forget to like and share the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
If you do not obey me, then I will bang you. I'm sure you must have heard this line before. Well, I'm sure each student who is a part of Manakji must have heard this line before. And from our class teacher to vice principal, I present you Jessica Daruwala, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. It's really an honor to be with you. And
Thank you.
with me is Shashwat Mohanty. That's his actual name is Shashwat Mohanty, and Jayman. That actual name is Jayman. So, and myself, Yash. So we can start with the session.
It's a pleasure being with you all.
It's a pleasure to have you,
Pleasure.
ma'am.
It's a pleasure for us too. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so starting off at the beginning of your academic life, can you tell us something about your schooling? Where do you go to school? Yeah.
I was born and brought up in Mumbai. I studied at BJPC institution. It was a big school. We had only one division, as you all have 4 divisions
Yeah.
each class. We had only one. And it was fun being in school. Everyone
Yeah.
remembers the school life.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
Of course.
Yeah, especially
it
the
also-
9th and the 10th standards.
Oh yes.
You
Definitely.
remember. Yeah.
Did you have any favorite subjects growing up back at school?
I had English and geography. These two were my favorite subjects.
And now that has stuck.
And you
till
continued
now.
with the same subjects? Yeah.
Yes, continue with this.
ma'am, I have a question for you. So,
Yes.
be honest, okay? Were you a
Yeah.
backbencher or were you a front, the
No,
first
I
row?
was a front bencher. But I loved to play in my PT periods.
Oh.
Okay.
Like
Oh.
I was thrilled to play. I used to play like a mad person. I used to be late to class also sometimes and punished.
What did you play?
But I used to love. We used to love. At that time we had Coco and running around, catching hold of each other, and all these games. We had it. With badminton, we used to play a lot in our school. So we used to love all these games.
Ma'am, one thing is, if you remember, you've always encouraged us to do extracurriculars or co-curriculars.
Yes.
So what were the extracurriculars and co-curriculars you were part of when you were in school?
I was very much into elocution, debates,
Oh.
then extempore speeches,
Oh.
then the art, drawing competitions also I've won lots. So I used to love a lot because in any, activity used to come and it was my name was suggested by all the teachers. And I used to participate a lot.
So it feels like your school life has been pretty much like ours. You loved the ninth and 10th.
Yes.
You did
Yes.
everything that you
Yes.
could and you enjoyed it.
Yes, agreed.
But ma'am, what did you pursue after school? Right after school?
After school, I pursued commerce. And since after getting married, I wanted to do my B.Ed. But if that time it was like, if you take up commerce, you get maths and geography, which I wanted English and geography. So then I again did my B.Ed arts. Then I did my MA. Then my B.Ed in English and geography. And then from SNDT University, I did certificate in school management.
I must say, ma'am, this is an extremely, inspirational academic record where you just keep getting better and better every single day. And right now, also, what we observe, like it's almost 8 years since we have, passed out from school, but we still see that hunger and that growth
Yes.
factor in you
Yes.
for your
Yes.
students and for your own kids. So that's something really inspirational.
Yeah, that's really commendable.
Ma'am, did you always know that you wanted to be a teacher, or did you have something else in mind right out of college?
I was very fond of writing also. So, I wanted to be a journalist or something to do in research also. But then,
Did you go about?
Yeah.
Did you go about pursuing something in that direction?
No, I used to write sometimes. But some essays or some competitions were there. I used to participate in all these. But then I didn't pursue it as a career. And I opted for becoming a teacher.
So the next follow-up question is, if you weren't a teacher, what would you choose to be? But I think that's already answered.
Yeah, answered.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was about, about your early days of your generation. So right now I want to talk about the school life, ma'am. So I'm sure that your very first day in school in Manikji Cooper, you must be remembering the very first day when you joined. So if you could share with us that what was your first impression?
I, Pooja Salian and Hina Chotwani, we all three joined together.
Oh, okay.
And the procedure was that as soon as you step into the school, you have to meet the supervisors, and the supervisors used to guide us to the staff room.
Okay.
So we all three were taken to the staff room, introduced to the teachers, and I still remember I was hardly 27 years old at that time when I stepped into, and seeing those senior teachers at that time, that fear was there, how we will coordinate and work together. I and Pooja and Hina used to remain together, because we were newcomers.
Yeah.
Then Penny was there. So Penny helped us quite a lot. Then Mrs. Guleshkar, Poonam Chaudhary, they all were very good, supportive. Jayashree Nayak was there. So
great.
we had a good time also. Then later on, we blended very well. We, cooperated. We worked as a team. It was a pretty good.
And what were your learnings initially when you had joined Manikji as a teacher? So what were those quick learnings that you actually gained?
The coordination amongst the teacher.
Okay.
That should not go wrong.
Okay.
How to coordinate with each other and work. That was very good. That's what I learned from Manikji.
Wow.
And you've been at school for like almost 23, 24 years now, given that you joined in 97.
21, because I took 2 years of break.
Oh, all right.
21.
Oh, but that's still a very long time in school. And ma'am, in all these years of you being at Manikji Cooper, what is the one thing or what are the few things that haven't changed at all?
I feel the bonding and the good reputation of the school. These two things have remained stagnant. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, that's actually great. And in fact, in our conversation with Mrs. Gandavia, this is one thing that she brought out as well, that through all our highs and lows, Cooper is always grounded. And nothing changes that for us.
No, nothing changes.
Well, ma'am, so this was something about things that haven't changed. But what has changed significantly in the last 2 decades at school?
We have AC classrooms now, which you all didn't have.
Oh, no. Now we used to go to the computer lab.
Yeah, and we have whiteboards. Yeah, we have whiteboards now.
Wow.
So no chalk, so that you all can throw at each other.
Throw it around, yeah.
I think even markers can be thrown at each other.
No, but that we don't give it to the children. We take our markers and go away.
And ma'am, you also reduce those 2 to 3 minutes of break that students have when the ma'am was busy, cleaning the dusters. They used to take a step back and, relax. Okay, we've got this 2 to 3 minutes break.
Yeah. So all that, the projectors are there in all the classes. We show a lot of digital work to the children. Teach through the digital method nowadays. So these things have changed. Otherwise, we are same Manikji.
That's great to hear.
Once a Cooperite, always a Cooperite.
Always a Cooperite.
Indeed. So, ma'am, what are your thoughts on Manikji's infrastructure? given that we have such iconic buildings that you don't really see in any other institutions.
Yeah, but see, everything has to have a change, We cannot dwindle enough with our past. So now we are building a new building here where we can start 11th and 12th also. See, we need a good infrastructure. We were lacking behind in infrastructure, I think so. So since the buildings are 60-year-old, our Manikji Cooper building is 60-year-old. So it needed a little bit of change. So let's see, our trustees, are working quite hard, for it. And we are building a new building.
Yes.
Good for the kids to come. Your children can join Manikji.
My parents have already told me that, that
Okay,
regardless,
good.
they're not worried about who I'm getting married to, but they're very worried about where my kids are going to study. So
Good.
That's already said. So
that really speaks volumes about the school, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. That's true.
Yeah.
And ma'am, you said that the school is planning to start 11th and 12th. I think we would have killed to have continued our schooling after the 10th.
Yeah, I know that. Everyone is looking forward to it.
What do you think is one area where Manikji could do better?
We are the best, I think so. We don't require. Don't you agree?
We do.
That is true.
Or probably, ma'am, we can put it that way, that where do you think where Manikji is 99 out of 100, but that 1% is missing, or that
Infrastructure.
Okay.
I'll tell you, we have the best of teachers. We have a lovely kids. We have a very good administration staff. We have everything is very good at Manikji. It's the infrastructure where we lag little behind, and we are working on it. So let's see.
That's great.
And for when I talk about Manikji, so which is your favorite book or author that you would like to suggest or recommend where students can learn or implement it from and implement in their real life also?
Steve Jobs. I like to read his books. I've read 3 already.
Wow.
Okay.
And Mother Teresa. I'm very fond of her.
Is there a book that you would want for it to be part of the curriculum?
No books. Children have enough of books to study.
What we have is enough.
Children have enough books to study now.
That's
One
true.
more book.
That's true.
One more book will be added.
Replacing an earlier book.
No replacement. Let it be as it is. These children are going mad with the curriculum.
I think all students will be glad to hear this, though the teachers also want to reduce their load.
No, I don't want to burden them more.
But ma'am, one thing is when kids are at school, they're usually a nuisance to teachers, even though the teachers at the end of the day might not see it that way. But
we don't see any teacher. I'm sure, my colleagues also will agree to it, that we don't see them as a nuisance. You won't believe, Shashwat, within a second we forget that we have scolded you people also. It's just for that fraction of a second. And then when we move out from there, we don't realize that, I have scolded you, It becomes like that for us.
Yes,
so it's a part of, see, I always speak that, for a teacher, teaching is not only the job. We don't teach from the book.
Yes,
a teacher always teaches from the heart.
Yes,
Clear?
That's true.
So, we go beyond the textbook.
Right.
That is our role, in discipline, in everything, in your attitudes to change. So we work on everything. So what scolding or a nuisance, at least for me, no. And I'm sure my colleagues also very good.
But ma'am, in all these years, do you remember any goofy incident from a student? You need not name the student, but do you remember any incidents that you'd like to share?
There will be many naughty kids.
Yeah,
but you remember, but I am telling you, remember those naughty kids more. You remember them so much, you know.
I
They
think the
do
kids
make
who watch this will be encouraged to be naughty from now onwards.
Oh, no.
Just so that you remember them. But ma'am, are there any
I'm
incidents
sure.
that you would like to share? I think we'd all love to listen to at least one or two of them.
No, your essays were horrible. The essays which you all used to write, my God. The ideas used to change in every line. We have to keep a track. I used to read twice, you know, and try to connect. Where are the ideas? How are the ideas flowing around? Oh God, it was too much.
I sometimes recollect that if a subject was given for an essay, so you used to call me and be like, Yash, what is the subject? Because with the essay I'm doing, and there's some, suddenly a third direction where
Suddenly
the
a
essay is
third
going,
direction.
and the
Yes, yes.
focus is on that.
Yes.
Ma'am, I was under the impression that we used to write good essays.
Yes, Shashwat wrote a very
used
nice
to.
set.
Yeah, Shashwat used to.
Shashwat. I always thought Shashwat to be having a little attitude or something like that. And one fine, I think it was
true.
first terminals in 10th
Yes.
standard, isn't it,
Yes,
Shashwat?
yes.
And he always had a tiff between him and Krishna.
No, ma'am,
Isn't
that
it?
wasn't the case.
And he wrote such a beautiful essay for Krishna. And I read once, again I read it twice. I said, I'm making a mistake of reading the wrong word. And I read and I felt so glad. And I came and I told him also in the class. And I read that essay, isn't it? For
Yes,
everyone to.
Yes, ma'am.
That really changed my perspective for.
So, in fact, I remember Krishna had also written an essay about me and
Lovely, for you only.
Yes.
For you only.
Yes, so that's
Yes,
why I
I
think
read
used to read
both
out
the
both the
essays.
essays. Yes.
Both the essays I read it out. It was pretty good. Lovely essays.
So, ma'am, you've experienced your times with brats like us, but you've also probably taught celebrities who've passed out from school. So, do you have any such stories with?
Shashwat, for me, you all are celebrities.
Thank you, ma'am.
You all are doing well. Each and every child of mine, a Cooperite, is doing well in life. So you all are celebrities for me. Why should I pick up any one or two children? There are many doctors. You all three of you are doing so well. I think you are doing better than me.
Oh, ma'am.
Yeah. So
I don't think we'll ever believe that.
No, not at all. You all are doing very well in life. Clear, you all have made a name for your own self in your own, career. I'm happy to know that. So all kids are celebrities. There are many doctors, there are many engineers. Why not? Cooperite always flourish in life. They're always successful.
That's true.
Cooperite has a blessing. There is a blessing on all our Cooperites.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the current education system where students are more inclined towards getting a degree and not inclined towards that how can it make my life better, or probably how can this learning can be implemented in my real life? That's some that mentality
that's a real we have to change that. We have to start drilling it into the children what is important for them. And I feel till 8th standard you don't understand anything. It's when you just start your 9th and 6 months of 9th standard into. After that, you try to make up your mind. And some children still don't know after the 10th standards also. So I feel it's very important to go on talking to them as parents or as teachers. We have to go on talking to them.
What are your inputs on this social media factor, which has become such a big factor now, whether it is coming to our day-to-day life or
yes,
in a
we have to survive with it. We have to survive.
Okay.
We cannot do anything. Now, artificial intelligence is coming into so much. We have to live with it.
Any pros and cons, ma'am, that you would like to share with us of the
See,
social media?
everything in life has its pros and cons. It's how you utilize it in the manner in which you utilize it. So we have to learn, there are good things also, there are bad things also about it. What are you picking up and doing it with it? It depends upon you.
None,
So
like,
all
yes,
these
just
things we have to tell the children, you know, we have to tell the children.
yes, ma'am. And for instance, right now during the pandemic, all classes are being held on Zoom, and technology is playing a very big part. So now,
Very big part.
once things settle down, how much do you think we'll be using this half of the technology that now school has explored? Like, will it play a more
We will
significant
be
part?
further also. Now see, further also we will be using it a lot. Like we only are planning, from the G Drive and all that, to pass the assignments on the Google Forms and all that to do, work it out. So let's see how far we go. But yes, we have to adopt it. There is
That's true.
no reason running away from it. No escape. Now there is no escape from artificial intelligence. We have to accept it and work on it. And it's great. Why not? I have learned so much from you all also.
And that's a surprise.
Yes, of course. Yes. You remember I used to get stuck up with my mobile. I used to tell you people, show me
Yes.
now how
Yes.
to do it. So I've learned a lot from you all.
I'm sure the social media actually, breaking off the internet. Oh my God, yesterday ma'am is scared of
Oh, no, I'm not so great.
no, no.
That's what you feel, ma'am. You don't know what the students feel about you.
No, no.
And that's what, you say that we always have to be grounded, but definitely you have changed a lot of lives.
There's three lives right here. We know how students get drafted into houses, but can you tell us how teachers get picked? Yeah, yeah. How teachers get allotted houses.
Allotted houses. No,
Yeah.
we just have to, see the list that, sometimes what happens, the teachers are, retired from that particular group. So any new teacher coming in is put into that.
It's just requirement basis. There's
Just the
no.
requirement. No favoritism or nothing. But it is very healthy, isn't it? The competition is very healthy.
Right.
We heard that recently there was a change in houses that the teachers were also made to change their house.
Yes. Yeah. We felt that, it's becoming monotonous, nowadays. Now let's shift it. So even I was changed. I was in green house, I was put into blue house. But the thought behind me always remained in greenhouse. Because so many years I was in greenhouse. So I used to go and lend myself into greenhouse. And Sabia used to tell me, Baba, you go away from here, you are in blue house now. So I and Sabia were interchanged. Like
What differs Manikji from other schools?
I said, the bonding. The bonding. Now today, we all are discussing. This does not happen in all the schools.
No.
The teacher and the student bonding is very important, Chairman, I feel. And this is what is there in Manik. It's a beautiful bonding we share. That after 8 years also, we all are sitting together, talking and laughing and chit-chatting as if, it's yesterday you all have left the school.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, ma'am. So are you ready for some rapid fire round now?
Sure.
Okay, so you have to answer it very quick, and we don't have to think about it. Okay, so we require that first reaction from your end of the first response. So
Okay.
the first question is, where which is the best lunch in the staff room according to you? Who gets the best
Of,
lunch?
of, of the staff, from the staff.
Yes, from the entire staff room, who gets the best lunch?
Everybody. Pooja Miss also brings the best lunch. Sabia Miss brings good lunch.
Okay, and which is your favorite spot in school?
Wherever my children are,
Okay.
I find it very comfortable. Wherever they are, I just go in.
Okay, and your favorite food from canteen, ma'am?
An obvious answer right there.
Samosas.
Had to
Okay,
be.
so we did expect that because that's like a a religion for Cooperites. It's everyone's favorite food.
But did we
So
always have those samosas?
No, I never used to have much.
But
I
the
ha-
samosas that we get now, did we
Yeah.
always have them, or earlier
Yeah,
there
yeah,
was
the same. We are
It's
having
always
the
been that.
same.
Oh.
Yes, same.
and the best recommendation for students when it comes to the books.
The books
Yes.
means I will tell them what to read.
Yes, what to read, whether it could be a part of the subject or whether it could be something that they can, give out time and then they can focus on those books according
The
to you.
quotes of Mother Teresa,
Quotes of Mother.
because it has such in-depth meaning. And if we can follow them partly also, it would be great.
If there was a subject which could better prepare students for practical real life scenarios that you could introduce, do you have something in mind?
Logic.
Logic as a subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either
Logic.
you can put it for group 2 subjects, where the children can do economics and logic together. It will benefit the art students more.
Yeah.
And it's very, logical thinking, analytical thinking,
Yeah.
where nowadays it is a need. This is a need of the hour, where children start thinking, the reasoning skills and all that. So logic will be the better subject.
That's true.
Also something to do with ethics, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yes.
Ma'am, which Shakespeare character has stuck with you the most in all these years of teaching?
I used to like Julius Caesar a lot.
Oh,
The play also used to enjoy.
that's great.
Very dramatic, full of characters and different characters portrayed, with different characteristics. I loved it.
Oh, that's great. But ma'am, these were a few quick questions that we had for you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the name of teachers and you have to tell us the first word that comes to your mind when we take their name. All right? Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can run through all the teachers I might possibly ask about. All right. So, Gitika ma'am.
Enjoyable.
We agree. Savya ma'am.
Fun-loving.
Mrs. Pooja Salil.
Lovely person.
Singh sir.
Very disciplined.
Shukla sir.
Oh. We have a great respect for him.
That's true. Ma'am, the last name, Kailash sir.
A very good human being.
That's great. Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's about me quizzing you about the teachers. I think Jaman has a few more questions for you.
Okay.
Also
Yeah.
related to teachers, yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna say a few words and then you can say the teacher who first pops up in your head.
Okay.
All right. So storyteller.
Miss Dawar, she gives a very nice story. She can say very nice.
Okay. Who is the wittiest?
Gitika. Very wittiest.
Who's the funniest?
Sabia.
Perfect.
Okay. Who has the best taste in music?
Pooja. Pooja said. Even Madam is also very good.
Oh,
Madam is very good at music. Excellent she is. She has a very
great.
good voice also.
Oh,
Madam
wow.
has very good voice. And very good in music. Excellent.
We're learning new things about school even after school.
Someone who finds it difficult to be on time.
No, we are always on time because we have to be
That's what I
punctual.
thought. Yeah.
We cannot be late. Otherwise, we are marked late marks. It's not like you all just a diary work. You have to be on time. You must be going on time now in your office, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So, ma'am, I have a few situations for you. So,
Yes.
just a couple of them. So,
Yes.
as you know that when we talk about a student, passion and academics, they both have to be balanced, and we need
Yes.
to maintain the cycle between the two of them. But you, as a teacher, I know regardless whoever is inclined more towards the other of the two, which one would you prefer? A student who is following his passion, but in the passion he is not scoring well in academics, or a student who is focused in his academics but somehow is not being able to live up to his passion? Which one do you think would you choose out of
I
the two?
think so. Passion leads you to your goal.
Okay.
If you're passionate about something, anyhow you will manage. Anyhow. I don't feel that securing 99.9% only can achieve success.
It's true.
But without a passion, you can never achieve your goal. One has to be passionate about it.
And
That's
for a student to be successful in his or her life, what do you think are those parameters that he or she should work on? Regardless,
Determination, hard work. See, there is no success without hard work. You have to put in that. Hard work, determination, time, perseverance. All these factors are very important.
That's true.
And
And
secondly, being human. I'm not telling you to become a human being. Human being, we all are human beings. But we have to being human is very important in life. You have to be grounded.
so another situation that this is kind of little funny, but
No problem.
so how would you, of course, when you're talking about a student, there are obviously the notorious activities that he or she does. So obviously the common expression is anger or frustration or irritation. But what are the thoughts that come to your mind when you hear about a student who is probably bunking his lectures and then you find him later in a washroom? So what are your thoughts initially? Of course, that aggression comes out, that
Yeah, I
anger
have encountered these students many times in my career.
and we are also one of them. So we would like to know those thoughts.
No, initially you get angry that, I will not tell you lies. Initially, yes, you get angry that they are not in the classroom and, they are here in the toilet, But
Right.
later on, when you try to talk with them, and with me, it has happened many a time that I've got hold of them and put them into the classroom. And the children, they, after attending that class, they come back to me with sorry, we were very naughty, we'll not do it next time. So then I try to explain them. Then my anger just vanishes. Then I'll try to explain them, that why I told them no. For what reason? There was no personal motive of mine, but it was for their own good. Because I'm sure that at 14 and 13, you all don't understand anything in your teens. What is right, what is wrong. So it's we who have to teach you all. So then we teach them. And see, every child is different. Every child is having its own problems. Sometimes, yes, I call them, we talk to them a lot. So it makes a difference, And they improve also.
Right.
And I think that the teachers do a great job in helping the parents handle their teenagers, because I think
Yeah,
became,
Shashwat, I think. Yes.
yeah, ma'am, I think
Sorry.
no, ma'am, you don't have to apologize to me. No, but
No.
I'm saying that it's the teachers who made us more human, right? They kept us grounded, and I think most of the things that we learned about how to carry ourselves, we learned from school. And I think the teachers do Yes.
That's the job of a teacher. When we take up this job, it's not only, as I told you before also, that it's not the question of just opening a textbook and explaining to you. It is beyond that. We have to teach you those, those attitudes, those feelings. We work on your emotional aspects. We work on everything. We have to. Then only, you are called a true teacher.
Right. And how does it feel, ma'am, it's almost been more than 2 decades for you. How does it feel to actually touch the hearts of, students who are in the young days, who are now maturing and now going towards the boards and then they are passing off. So how does it feel to, inspire and connect with so many people over the last 2 decades? How do you feel as a teacher now?
It's wonderful, when we see them change. When we see them, some children go through emotional turmoil, maybe for their personal life, and we find them, they're changing, they are doing good in life. It's a really kind of a satisfaction. That's a gift to the teacher. If a teacher is able to change at least one life in a career, help out a child, it's a great feeling, I feel. That's lovely. Well, you all secure, good percentage in your examinations, it's like, and it's an achievement for us.
Yes.
We feel so happy. You must see us, when your results are there and, when we're waiting for your results. And,
Yes.
just to open those results, we are so happy to see that you all are performing good. And at present also, I'm so thrilled that you all are taking my interview.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, and I think you mentioned one thing, that it's an achievement for a teacher, even if they can change one life. Ma'am, I can guarantee you that the teachers at Manikji Kupa are changing 150 lives per year. So
True. I agree.
One of the moments that I would like to recall, I just had finished my boards and I had taken an admission, but because of some reasons I couldn't inform my school. So I still remember I got a call from school that, listen, don't you want admission? What's wrong with you? Is everything okay? Do you want us to help? And that was such a family-like an emotion that it got
Yes.
connected with me.
Yeah.
Till today's date, that I still remember that they were concerned about each and every student. That, okay, what is the student actually doing? Is he actually
Yes.
going to a particular school for 11th and 12th? Is he going for college? Or what are his plans? Just let us know. If not, then we can come out and help you out. So that was
Yeah.
tremendously good feeling.
We are not only attached to the students, we are also attached to the family of the students. That's the bonding at Manikji. We know the family is also so well of that particular child, what the child is going through, So this makes a great difference.
So I think, yeah, we had a lot of fun chatting with you and
Same here.
discussing your stories. And I think you do not want to take the names of those students who had goofy incidents, but I'll still ask you once again: is there any story that you remember in particular that you'd like to share with us?
I remember, but all my children are very good. All my kids have been lovely. I have learned also quite a lot from you all. Come on.
True. Yeah, ma'am, I think even after all these years, it's always a joy to talk to you. In fact, it's a joy to talk
Yes.
to any teacher from school. It feels so much
Yeah,
at home.
same here. True. Agree.
Ma'am, but before we end the episode, is there any message that you'd like to give to all the students who'll be watching this, be it the current students or the alumni?
I would give a quote of Mother Teresa, which I also follow. Be faithful in small things, as in this small things your strength lies. Be faithful always in whatever you do.
Yeah, that's really great. That's something that we should all
That's
live
what
by.
I follow. I also follow that. And be human.
Yes.
Grounded.
Yes.
It was very nice talking to you all. Great.
We love to have you on the call as well, and we're so happy that you've been so enthusiastic about it. And I think for all those who are watching, we're recording at 8:30 in the morning, and ma'am has been waiting since 7 in the morning. So that's the excitement of our vice principal, Mrs. Jessica Daruwala, and it's great. It's just great to have you on this call.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. God bless you all.
So we hope everyone enjoyed this episode, and do let us know who you'd like for us to speak to next in the comment section below.
And thank you, Jessica ma'am, for having joined us this week. And thanks for everyone who's watching. Thanks for tuning in this week.
And please stay tuned for more content, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, Jessica ma'am. It's an honor to be.
Thank you.